straight, controllers on the plate. We talk game worlds, old rules, new fights. Crits in the dark and theories all night. So lean in close, we got more to say. We're Logan and Brad here to brighten your day. My dude, my guy. Say it out loud. My dude, my guy. We're nerding it out from D&D dreams to boss fight pride. My dude, my guy. Come take the
Hello everybody and welcome to My Dude, My Guy, and I am here with my dude Logan.
And I'm here with my guy Brett.
And we're back once again talking, well, basically just whatever we feel like. However, there is a bit of a catch today because after the devastating bombshell that Logan, my dude, dropped on me that he'd never played Resident Evil, not a single release in the franchise.
I've literally not touched a single one, like, ever.
Yeah. So it kind of gave me the idea that maybe today we're going to do a little bit of Never Have I Ever. So, and we're just going to see where this goes. Now, Logan might do Never Have I Ever played Resident Evil. I don't know. We haven't discussed what we're dropping or, you know, what alarming shit we're going to drop on one another. So we're just going to go for it. And who wants to go first?
You can go first.
You want me to go first? Okay. So, my dude, never have I ever played any of the Elder Scrolls games.
See, this is what I was going to ask, right? That any of them at all, like any?
Never. Morrowind, you know. So the main ones, I suppose, most people know of would be maybe Morrowind, but then definitely Oblivion, and Skyrim are the main two, aren't they? And then there's Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah, exactly. They're like the main ones, aren't they? But I have never have I ever played an Elder Scrolls game.
That's insane, dude. Like the potentials for them all as well is absolutely wild. Like, not even just for the game and the content that it has in it already, but the mod community and what they've brought to it as well, and the expansions that they've made, like with the permission, obviously, of Bethesda as well, is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
It's just vast, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of gameplay. It's just crazy, especially Skyrim for me. I played a bit of Oblivion when it came out, but man, Skyrim is just another level.
I know. I'm sorry, dude. That's it. Skyrim alone. I mean, I remember when Oblivion sort of came out and everyone was going batshit over it. And I was just like, I'll see what the crack is. And I sort of booted it up and I sort of played that initial bit where you're like in a dungeon or something like that and Patrick Stewart's chatting shit at you. And then I did that bit and then that's it. That is literally the only bit of an Elder Scrolls game I've ever played, and I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was because it was something I wasn't expecting. I just don't know. And then Skyrim was another one where I was like, I'd love to play Skyrim, but never did. And I think the whole reason I didn't was because of that sort of little experience I had with Oblivion. But yeah, I've never played them. Yeah, and it's a big deal. It's a big deal. I mean, I think even Charlotte's played Skyrim. You know, I think
she's told me that she's put loads of hours into Skyrim.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, well, fair enough.
Yeah. I seem to remember before we got together, she smashed a fair amount of Skyrim. And it's got a gorgeous soundtrack. I mean, whenever I listen to, like,
beautiful
gaming soundtracks, Skyrim's usually in there, and some of the music is stunning. But, yeah, sorry, dude. I've never played it.
That's all good. It's it came out in like 2006, so she's like, I would have been like 10 when it first came out, and I remember the opening part where you read about the dungeon where you're escaping that prison cell, and literally I used to keep recreating characters because I kept shitting myself when I saw the skeleton.
Oh yeah, the skeleton.
I was like, nah, not having it, and I'd make another one, and I'd be a bit braver this time. And then I remember my first proper character that I actually played it through properly. I was an Argonian, which is like basically a dragonborn, except you can breathe underwater. which is pretty sick. And just being a dragon in a world full of elves and orcs and stuff is pretty cool. So
Yeah.
again, I think that was I think thanks to Skyrim was probably the reason I got into the more side of D&D and
Yeah.
everything like that.
I can see that because the reason I really felt like I would love Oblivion when that came out was because ever since Lord of the Rings, I've been a massive fan of Lord of the Rings, and the idea of fantasy-based worlds like that have fascinated me. But I've just never been able to really find anything after Lord of the Rings that I've loved as much. So I really thought that Oblivion would sort of scratch that itch of I've got like a Lord of the Rings type game, and it just didn't do it for me. Like, and again, anyone who's played, I'm saying never have I ever, but for that small exposure that I had to it, I was like, yeah, it's not doing it, and then therefore I have never played that, and I've never played Skyrim as a result. And
very different games. Playing them both feel completely different to play. Yes, a lot of the mechanic is the same, but obviously the way that the sequels work in Elder Scrolls, it's not a carry on or anything like that. You're in a different land, different world,
kind of like Final Fantasy sort of thing.
Yes,
where it's all its individual thing.
Yeah, I feel like the lands coexist. Like, I'm not lore specific on the Elder Scrolls. I know the lands coexist within the same world at the same time.
Right.
It's just each land has its own cataclysmic event.
Okay.
And it only seems to want to consequence that island or that piece of land.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Because I know Elder Scrolls Online, I think you can visit Morrowind, and because they've got a Morrowind DLC.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So again, I haven't played it, but I had good things about the Morrowind DLC. But it was more it was the aesthetic difference between the two is what I found off it. When I played Oblivion, from what I can remember, bear in mind, I didn't play the remaster. I started it. It looked absolutely beautiful. The mechanics felt fluid, felt a lot better, but it's Bethesda. Nothing feels super fluid. But it's obviously a lot more appeal to, imagine an elven fantasy game where your constructs and your buildings are more nicer and fancier.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, in Skyrim, there are locations and cities that are very pretty and very nice, but as an overall, I thought the aesthetic kind of similarized itself in more locations in Oblivion.
Okay. Right. So, have you played Elder Scrolls Online then?
Yeah, I played that one quite a bit, but only the base game.
Right.
I couldn't recall too much of it because I remember spending the majority of it being a thief, and I was just countlessly stealing everything.
Is that in real life or in the game?
Double of both.
Okay.
It's like I'm at shops trying to get better boots, but to try and sell them to make money like you can any other game. But then most games started to incorporate a fencing system.
Oh, okay.
We got an underground market to get it fenced to then sell it properly.
Right.
To claim it as yours, basically, and then sell it.
Right. Gotcha.
Which is strange, because it's marked as red. So whenever you steal, same as Skyrim as well, whenever you steal or get caught with any crime, they'll take any stolen goods that you've got off you.
Okay.
So, any money that's stolen, they'll all get removed as well.
So what's the combat like in Elder Scrolls Online then? I mean, is it PvP or is it strictly only PvE?
I think it's PvE VP.
Oh.
There are PvP areas.
Oh.
But the majority of the game is PvE, which in an MMO is what I look for anyway. I don't spend 12 hours, 15 hours a day, grinding my characters to be to that point of being able to survive in a PvP standard. So I find when I play MMOs, that PvE is usually my ideal way to go anyway.
Yeah.
There was a game called Elder Guard or something like that was on Epic, but it got dropped because it was pushing like PvP down people's throats, and what a waste.
I hate that though. I mean, like I aren't a competitive online player. I prefer playing PvE games. I prefer co-op and everything. So the idea of Elder Scrolls Online, if you can play it only PvE, sounds more appealing to me than.
Definitely can, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So
Obviously,
okay,
you can have parties of four, and it's nice to have an online concept to Elder Scrolls because, again, I haven't played it in a while, and they're bringing out like a massive bundle of all the DLCs. I think they're doing it as like a Game Pass thing as well. So if you've got the Game Pass, you get everything. So I may re-download and start again for like the 8th time.
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
So if you're wanting to try and dabble with the Elder Scrolls Online side of stuff, then we definitely can. The mechanics are so different though to Skyrim. It's a different experience, I have to admit, and let's say honesty. The thing is with Skyrim is you are one character that can literally do and be everything and anything.
Okay.
You could be a master mage, a master swordsmith, a master archer, because that's where your skills are defined. It all depends on how much you use that skill. So you could use two-handed weapons and then start to use one-handed weapons, then use a bow and arrow, and you could just master all these skills. So you're a walking army.
Right.
With Elder Scrolls Online, you pick a class like D&D, like a normal MMO. Like you pick your knight, your rogue, your assassin, your mages, and your magic users and stuff. And the races that you pick benefit depending on what like class you're going to go for. Often you'll find high elves are good for, oh my god, off the top of my head, magic-ish. I think, I can't remember, they have a resistance to something. Like I think it might be fire.
Okay.
But then you've got wood elves, which are better at archery and stealth.
Cool.
But that carries across over to D&D anyway. Like wood elves have a proficiency in stealth.
Yeah.
Not so much archery because that's like a baseline for whatever, but if you had classes that were specified to, if you had races, sorry, that were specified to classes, that would make people meta.
Yeah.
And trying to be like the best class for the best race and just have fun.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that sounds cool. Because I mean, it always seems like Skyrim still gets absolutely hammered today, and it seems like, you know, even with the Oblivion remastered, it really does seem like Skyrim has been like the pinnacle of the Elder Scrolls franchise so far.
Oh, dude, it's been re-released on every console. Like it's this, even I think it's too far. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a great game, but they're not updating like the bugs.
Yeah.
They're keeping it because apparently it makes it what it is. Which, to an extent, I agree. You know, anytime that I can, I'm going to glitch underneath Whiterun and loot the blacksmith chest that's under the ground.
Yeah,
and just get infinite money because chests and shops respawn every 2 days. So you just fast forward time by 2 days and reloot the chest, and it's not classed as stolen.
Yeah, that's a bit buggy, isn't it?
Yeah. So, but the way to get it there, it's an awkward one because if you don't follow the right path, you fall through the map too far, and like the clipping kind of goes completely wrong. But you got to like fall through like a certain window. But then they patched that, so then you had to do like you got this like shout ability when you go to the top of a mountain when they realize that you're the chosen one.
Okay.
And then you get to do like a magic dash. Oh, and then that's one to get on top of a rooftop so that you can bunny hop out of the castle walls.
Okay.
It's just fun. I think it's because I played it since I was so young as well. That I just carried over. I made countless characters. And I always did the stupid thing where I'd go, oh no, my load is crashed. And it was just my own excuse to go, oh, well, I'll start again.
Really?
I never completed it until about 3 years ago when I was platinum hunting on PS5.
Wow.
And then I actually played the story. I was like, oh, shit, this is actually pretty sick. I mean, I enjoyed it all anyway, but the actual completing the story itself, I was like, this is actually awesome.
Interesting.
I play it like once a year. I never get far, but I just replay it.
Wow.
Download a crap ton of mods on it, make it barely unplayable, and I'm like, yeah, I'm done now.
So, how's the way to play it then? Is it to play it on PC or is it to play it on console?
Pick and choose, man. It honestly doesn't matter. If you're wanting mods, the creation system on it is they're already implemented onto the consoles as well.
All right.
So I'd recommend never do game breaking mods. Never do game breaking mods. It bores the game because one of the times I was playing it, I had like a one hit weapon. Oh my days! It made me want to spam through cutscenes just to push through the game, and I had to stop.
Right.
I primarily go for visual mods now, so that I can still earn the powerful weapons. Because obviously you blacksmith stuff and you upgrade stuff yourself. You get the resources to upgrade the stuff, and you got to upgrade your blacksmith and your smithing to be able to upgrade your weapons that you're using to be even better.
Okay.
Or if you're an archer, you got to increase your woodworking and things like that. And all these other things have a counter factor on each other sometimes. Or like speaking skills, if you're trying to like persuade and things like that, like the guards and stuff, they need a high level of persuasion. So it does play quite well, and those kind of mechanics aren't in Elder Scrolls Online, I think. I'm pretty sure they're not.
So what about Morrowind then? Have you ever played Morrowind?
Morrowind, I've seen clips, but I've never really dabbled in it myself.
Okay. All right then. Well, we can't really talk about that one then. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I mean, I actually recently put a vote out on my YouTube channel asking for RPGs to play, and Oblivion was actually one of the suggestions I put out to vote on.
The Oblivion remaster looks beautiful, dude. It really does.
Yeah. Well, that seemed to be leading the charge on the games that I've put out on the vote. So I think I might end up be playing that on my YouTube channel, which I'm looking forward to.
Okay.
So give me a good excuse to play it. But yeah, never.
Well, if you like it, we can get round to Elder Scrolls Online, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah, we can give that.
It's been a fair few years since I played that, so it's coming around to the time of me re-downloading it again. Well, that's what I do.
We need to play Baldur's Gate.
We do.
Because never have I ever played Baldur's Gate 3.
To be fair, the amount that I've played it, dude, never have ever completed it. I know the beginning area inside and out because I play it. I get to the next section, I'm like, oh, I wonder what this character could do. And then I'll play it evil, and then I'll play it good, or then I'll play it like anti-hero. It's one of those where it genuinely does change who stays in your party as well.
Really?
Depending on your morals and stuff like that. And your choices, your party consistently like dislike or like you. And if they dislike you so much, they'll leave.
I just love the fact that you're so impatient to see how the game plays with other people that you've still not completed a game that you love.
I fucking love Baldur's Gate, and it's so good. But I mostly keep recreating characters as potential characters ideas that I could use in D&D.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
So I'll put a couple mods on, some visualizers. Again, nothing game breaking because it's so boring one-hitting enemies. It really is. Like, I think you can get some mods on it which give you like extra cosmetics that you can unlock from shops and fallen enemies, which I think is a great one because you're still earning the items. There's a perfect one for shopkeepers drop all loot when you kill them. Or if you pickpocket in them, they have all the loot in the pocket. Amazing. And I feel like that's the most accurate thing because instead of going to them and going, oh, look, I have all these items, but then you go into their pocket and it's like, I have 5 items. I was like, that's not right, though, is it? So I was like, that needs to be fixed.
I love that you just get to dictate what should be and shouldn't be in a game. They're just I'm in charge of this game. I'm in charge here.
The mods wouldn't be there if no one agreed.
True.
So we'll definitely get around to that at some point. 100%.
Yeah,
I want to do like a super evil run where you're just absolute bastards.
Charlotte will have that. She's too nice. She couldn't be nasty in a game even if she tried.
Yeah. There's some stuff at the beginning of the game which makes you like puts like a nice stance on how you're going to play the rest of the game. And whenever it gets to that point, I always end up doing the good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh god, just once I need to do the bad thing.
I always play anything with when it gives you a choice, I always do the right thing. Always do the good guy thing. And I always hate it if I've played through a version of a game where I've had to be the bad guy. Like I seem to remember playing Mass Effect 1, I think, as the bad guy, just because I went and did it for achievements and stuff like that. Because I fucking love the Mass Effect trilogy. Absolutely incredible games. And whenever I played it as the bad guy, I was like, I hate this. I hate being a douche. I can't do this. It just feels wrong. And fucking Commander Shepard's there telling everyone they're pieces of shit and everything else. I'm like, can't do this. Can't do this.
Nasty.
Don't like it.
It's even like in Fable though. In Fable 1, like I couldn't help but like I've always loved the idea of being like the rogue kind of character. So I'm stealing everything that I can. As soon as you unlock the stealing ability in Fable 1, I'm there in shops. Like waiting for the guards to be like, stores are now closing.
You're just there shoplifting away to your heart's content.
Literally, yeah, it's brilliant. And then I was like super shocked that my character started growing fucking horns. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh,
So
what's happening here?
Thing that if I'm good, my character gets fat and a halo. Yep. Literally, if you're a good guy, you become quite chubby and you get a halo.
Same.
And you get, to be fair, you do get like these cool like blue neon like tattoos and stuff when you're good. That was the only sway for me because I thought that was badass.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the whole black eyes effect. The other thing is that your character starts receding as well, and then you get these like huge like horns and stuff, and your character bulks out massively. I'm like, that's pretty cool though.
Yeah, I did enjoy the first Fable, but I never played any. Oh, no, did I play Fable 2? I think I played Fable 2 actually.
Fable 2, we start off with yourself and your sister in the snowy streets.
Yeah, maybe.
And then you go to the castle, then get kicked out the window.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember much.
That was all right. Like the second one and the third one had the most similar areas, I believe.
Well, a lot of people hated on 3, didn't they?
I thought elements of it were quite cool. I thought, like there was a massive point in it where you got to do voting, which very much depicts on if you're a good guy or a bad guy.
All right.
Like when you're the king and you got to listen to the people and do what's right, but no choice is almost the right choice.
Right.
Like because there's a benefit for either one that you choose, and you're about to go to war, and both of them provide you with a benefit.
Okay.
Like, but the harsher you are to the people, the better the outcome of the war.
Okay.
Because you're having to make like real like cut choices. And it's like the only one that isn't a cut choice is when one of the characters asks to make a brothel. And then like the other choice is to like help like resource a farm or something like that or supplies. I was like, I've already been a dick, so I'm just gonna make a brothel. Why not?
Fuck the land and the food. Let's just get the ladies in here. Or the dudes, depending on where you go and who you are.
Absolutely. Well, the new Fable, they've literally said that anybody and everybody can be wooed.
That's pretty
impregnated. Cool. Well, women.
Well, yeah.
But you can have like multiple spouses in different cities and villages as well. I'm like, that is insane. People are going to be making videos galore on trying to literally impregnate everybody.
Yeah. Oh, I just go to town, just
But what's cool is that every individual person gains an opinion on you. Wow. Like an actual mechanic in the game where it's not like it's not a village's opinion of you, it's individual people depending on how you do the tax rates and stuff. You can also buy every single property in the game as well, and you can control how much tax it's going to be. And you could also, in theory, buy every single house and evict every single person. And it literally makes everybody homeless.
Wow.
You know full well that's going to be an achievement.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tight achievement. That's going to be so mean.
They'll probably call it the Trump.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, so what's yours?
What's mine? Oof, well, I was going to do the Elder Scrolls one.
Really?
And but obviously you said that was literally at the top of my list because that's what I was going to ask you. I
Wow.
would say Resident Evil, but again, we can touch upon Resident Evil. I can say not really why, but because I don't know why I haven't played it, but more of yeah. Let's just go into it. Never have I ever played Resident Evil.
I mean, my dude. To be fair, right? I mean, I can guess at a reason why you haven't played Resident Evil, and that's because it
From a
came out.
chicken.
Yeah, it was out 1996. So, so probably at that point when it came out, you was probably like, it's a bit
I was
scary.
born in 1996.
So, by the time you would have been old enough to play it, it would have been already quite an old game. So
Yeah.
I kind of get why haven't played it, and you wouldn't necessarily go back to play it either. But I would suggest now that you do go back and play it. I mean, it's just incredible. It's a great game. It's got every classic B horror movie trope that you can think of. It's got a creepy mansion filled with zombies. I mean, even the original's just fun to play. It's easy enough to play.
Don't the mechanics change in like every game though?
Not really. 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica. It's all generally fixed camera angles.
I thought a lot of them were like. Have you ever played Broken Sword?
Yeah.
I used to think that they were like that.
No. So it's fixed camera.
Like clicking investigations.
No. No. It's third person tank controls. So you've got fixed camera angle, third person perspective, and you control your character through the space. You aim your gun, point, shoot at the zombies. It's all done in real time. It's not done through point and click. It's but then you've got I mean, it's ridiculous, really. I mean, the amount of obscure puzzles you have to do to progress, it's unrealistic.
I love puzzle games.
But yeah, I mean, the puzzles are great. There's a real sense of reward when you do them. Some of them can be harder than others. I kind of feel like 1 was probably the best in terms of the amount of puzzles, and the puzzles were sort of taxing enough. I felt like 2 just felt like a series of fetch quests. It's like,
yeah,
I don't really remember there being an awful lot of puzzles for you to solve. That you always felt like, oh, well, I've got to go get that and fetch it and take it somewhere else and put it in there. And then, oh, I need now to go into this new area where I've got access to, take that back to there. I didn't really feel like there was an awful lot of puzzles in a lot of the future ones. They all just felt like very fetch questy. But
yeah,
don't get me wrong, the first one's like that too. But you do. I felt like there was more puzzles in the first. But that's the great thing about it, is that there's a really good balance of puzzles and actual combat, and the combat can be taxing as well. You've got to sort of try and manage your resources, think about where you're going to use your ammo. It's like you always think, oh, I've got the shotgun now, I can just start guns blazing, shooting everything. But it's like, you might want to hang on to that, because there's probably going to be something fucking bigger coming that you're going to want that for.
Similar to The Last of Us, where as soon as you start getting loads of bullets, you start peppering them into the clickers, and then before you know it, I need bullets.
Then you don't realise how quickly you've gone through your bullets. It's like you can go into the garden and you'll come across loads of dogs, and you think to yourself, oh, well, I'll just sort of run around them. But then you're like, I've got the bullets to spare. Let's just kill them, and then I don't have to worry about trying to sneak around here in the future. And you shoot them all, and then you're like, fucking hell, all my bullets have gone. I didn't realise I'd use that many. But, the story's great as well. I mean, that's what I love about it, is, from this first game where they didn't actually think it would be a success, to something that's created this franchise based off a series of murders, what leads a team of police into a mansion, has just spawned this franchise of, corporate fucking dodgy dealings with Umbrella, and then Raccoon City just being a front for all of the shady shit that they do, being fucking bombed and wipe off the map, and everything else that goes on afterwards. It's just a great story, great cast of characters. I mean, that's where you're first introduced to Wesker, who obviously you didn't know about, so much to my chagrin. But
Albert
Wesker. Albert Wesker? Who's that? What? But yeah, I mean, he's like the sort of the catalyst for it all. He's interestingly he was killed in the first, and then they always sort of had intentions to bring him back, but they weren't able to do that until quite a few games later, and then they brought him back, and he was always sort of like the main villain of the game. But he's he's great. You've got characters like Jill Valentine and Chris Redfield, and they're iconic, man. And the soundtrack, everything. And the bit that annoys me is the fact that I can't believe that they had everything there perfect for them, and we've still never been able to have a great Resident Evil movie, because when you play it, you're just like, well, this is just screaming for a movie. It's practically a movie already.
But then the Resident Evil, all of the ones that were made had like nothing to do with the games.
No, exactly. And the only way they could try and keep people, well, certainly the Resident Evil fans, interested, is that every now and then a character from the games would pop up, but they would resemble nothing of their game counterparts, and the only resemblance to them is that they would look slightly like them and they had their name. Otherwise, there was no connection at all. And just a real shame that we never was able to get a great Resident Evil film, because...
That is a shame.
Well, because
would it not make a better TV series?
Potentially. I mean, they could do the whole build-up to the... So the story is that there's a series of murders happening in and around the mountains area, and they're finding these bodies, and they're all chewed up, like literally they've been eaten. So they send an elite squad of the RPD, the Raccoon Police Department, which is STARS. They send the Bravo team in first to investigate. They never come back. So then they send in Alpha team, and then Alpha is who you play as. That's Chris or Jill, Wesker, Barry Burton, etc., etc.
So Wesker starts off as a good guy.
So Wesker's like the head of STARS, and he runs Alpha team, while Enrico runs Bravo team. But Wesker is in overall charge of STARS. But
how is he the bad guy? Is that a plot twist that happens later on?
It's a plot twist which happens within the game, within the first game.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I can tell you, if you don't mind. I mean, it's kind of obvious when you're playing it anyway, but he's a double agent. He's actually an Umbrella researcher, and he's basically been put in charge of STARS to keep an eye on them and hope, with the intention that eventually they would be used as cannon fodder to test these biological organic weapons. And he lays them in to do that. There's a bit more to it and around it, but that's generally it. So he's a double agent. But then you find out as well, though, that he's not only a double agent for STARS, well, he's not really a D, but not only is he a traitor of STARS, but he's also betraying Umbrella, and he's going to sell all of Umbrella's secrets to a rival company. So he's just a piece of shit, basically. He's got no loyalty or anything, and he's just one of those really great scheming villains that I love. Like I said in the last time, I love a villain with a brain. And he is very much like that. He's a real schemer, and he's always like, thinking about what to do to further advance his own goals, and kind of he's sort of the person who sets a lot of the things in Resident Evil into motion, really. So
but
yeah, it's cool. And the thing is, Resident Evil 2 is often the one that most people talk about. You know, Resident Evil 2's often seen as like the unequivocal Resident Evil, which is why a lot of people instantly think of Leon Kennedy when it comes to the.
I know from what I gather, 2 and 4 seem to get the most love from obviously where I work and what they say. Again, I'm not playing them, but 2 and 4 seems to be the one that people talk about.
I think it's because both. I guess it's in a way it's kind of coincidental that Leon's in both, but 2 sort of took the first and made it better.
Is Leon the male dude from Requiem?
Yes.
Okay.
So
who's the me kind of hairstyle dude that's in Resident Evil? It's like Jewish haircut.
I don't know. If you're Googling Jewish haircut Resident Evil character.
No. I'm searching all protagonists.
I'd
and
love
hopefully
to
I'll find it.
But you see,
I doubt it's him. I really do doubt it's him. It's definitely not Barry Burton.
No, definitely not Barry Burton. That dude's old.
Who am I thinking of, man? He's got like short, like permed hair.
Short permed hair.
Black hair. I remember seeing like an image of him in it's definitely not Silent Hill, because Silent Hill's like, I'm a random guy or a random investigator. I'm going to go look at this place.
Yeah, Silent Hill doesn't really have a dude like that. I don't know what he could be. I don't know who he could be. Does he have a beard or anything?
Honestly, couldn't tell you. Oh, okay. I don't think he's a playable character. I can't. I'm literally looking at him right now.
Take a picture on your phone and send it. Send it over WhatsApp.
He has got a beard.
Okay.
Resident Evil 3.
Resident Evil 3.
I don't know if you can play as this guy. I just know that he's in the game. There you go. I just sent it to you.
Let's have a look. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's Carlos.
Do you play as Carlos?
Carlos Oliveira, but that's the remake version. So, yeah, Carlos is he's a mercenary. Well, he's an Umbrella countermeasure service operative in Resident Evil 3. He's pretty cool. Does
that make him a bad guy or a good guy if he works for Umbrella?
Well, many of the people who were a part of that particular unit didn't really know what Umbrella were up to. What?
I'm looking at him from Nemesis.
Oh, from the original, yeah, totally different dude.
The side parting.
Kind of got the yeah, totally different dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know what? 2020 is definitely the better one.
Yeah, I can't.
It's a bold choice.
Yeah, well, it was a very 90s choice.
Yeah, it doesn't scream badass though. No. In the slightest.
No, he's pretty cool in the remake. I mean, he's not too bad in that one, to be fair. But yeah, the originals have a certain charm to them. They're great to go back and play. And I loved going back and replaying those recently on my channel. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And
did you see the tank controls?
Yeah, tank controls.
I think you see the thing is, are all of them tank controls?
No,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know Biohazard won't be, and the other one, Village, won't be. Because obviously they're first person. Having first person tank controls is awful. So,
the original, the remake of the original, 2, 3 Nemesis.
The remake's also a tank.
Well, they did a remake of the original back on the GameCube. All of the remakes that they've done recently have been third person over the shoulder.
And not tank.
No, they're just normal, modern day control, third person over the shoulder.
But so the only ones that aren't tank are starting from 2 upwards.
1, 2, 3 Nemesis, the remake of the first, which they did on the GameCube, and 0.
Okay.
So all of
And all
those
the other
are like
ones are regular.
originals because they're all third person fixed camera
Yeah.
tank controls. But the thing is, like,
Village seems a little bit messy though. Like it doesn't even seem like it's relevant to anything else that they've done.
yeah, well, you see, 7 and 8 are a bit like that. So 7 Biohazard and Village kind of feel like they're their own thing, but they kind of do tie in. I don't really think they tie in all that like massively. Really, they fit in more by notes and documents that you read. That they do have connections to the other games and everything else. But I think 9, so Requiem, does a bigger job of trying to make sure that they stay connected to the main timeline. But I think really 7 was just this massive way of trying to have a bit of a reboot of the series. I think they realised that they didn't really know where they were going because 6 was so bad. And I think they realised they were like, we just need to hit the reset button on this. We need a new storyline, new protagonists, everything. We just need to strip it all back and start again. And there's very loose connections to Umbrella and everything really. So for the vast majority of the game, there's barely any mention of any of that. It's only towards the end when it sort of starts looping back to what came before. But you know, the whole first person perspective that they went for instead of the third person, and the fixed camera and blah blah blah. I think it was all just an attempt just to have a bit of a break and have a rethink about how they were going to pull it back. And I think the remakes helped them sort of rethink about what they wanted to do with the series and the franchise. But yeah, I think ultimately you could probably just play like Resident Evil 2 remake and sort of play the series from the remakes. But I just really think you
7 and 8.
No, I mean you could play 7 and 8. I mean because they are generally good games. You know, I think
7 and 8 feel more like, you know, your Trinity, Outlast. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like you're investigating. You're not fighting anything. You're primarily just looking.
Mm.
And that for me is what, because in games like that, for some reason, your characters don't run. It's like your legs become immobilized. Like, why can't I sprint?
Well, you can in
I'm in a house.
You can in 7 though. You can in 7.
I mean, like in usually those kind of looking games, when you look at like Outlast and stuff, it's like why is my character impossible? Like, why can't they run?
Yeah, I mean,
we're getting chased and I'm not sprinting. It's weird.
Well, I mean, you can in Outlast, but I know what you mean. There are some games though, aren't they, where it strictly relies on you only ever being able to stealth and only ever being able to hide. But in
Outlast there is a run button, but come on,
yeah,
that's a brisk walk.
Yeah, it's not exactly the quickest of sprints, is it? I love Outlast.
Don't get me wrong. The premise. I played the first one. The first one's class, and I really enjoyed it. But what did my head in was just when I'm running away, hypothetically, it's just a fast walk, and I'm like, this is. I have these really long corridors, and you're not letting me run.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Did you play?
I understand if you're going to close it off, and it's quite a small area, but.
Did you play Trials? Outlast Trials?
No, I've literally only played the first one. I've never touched the other ones.
Trials is really good. That's the multiplayer. When I found out that they were doing a multiplayer of Outlast, I was just like, why do we need a multiplayer of Outlast? Why do we need it?
It doesn't seem like it's needed. Is that the third one then?
Yes, but it's actually really fucking good. And it's actually kind of scary. But also...
So what's the premise of it then? Like, what is the objective then?
So the idea is that you're constantly working to rehabilitate yourself. It's kind of a little bit like Saw in a way that, like, okay, well, if you want to be a better person, if you want to be free, you're gonna have to keep doing all these like trials to sort of be better and become better, and that's kind of like the loose premise of it. And you just have to do various trials, and you can do them by yourself, or you can do them with friends, and It's just awesome. Like I've got a few episodes of it on my YouTube channel. I'm fucking ace at it, by the way. I get A+ every time. I'm sorry, but I'm just really fucking good at it. So you just have to But it's great because you can like throw things at people as well. So you can pick up you can find like
Okay.
bottles. So if one of the hunters finds you and you need to stun them, so you get time to get away, you can lob a bottle at them or lob a
It's
brick
not
at
one
them.
of those where the hunters are like a player, like
No,
Friday 13th or that kind
no,
of crap. Okay, cool.
yeah, it's PVE in a sense.
Yeah.
But you have objectives that you have to do, and you have to, there's like hunters and maniacs sort of walking around, looking for you. And you have to sort of stealth around and fulfill the objectives. And that is a really, really good game, and it works surprisingly well as a multiplayer, far better than I thought it would. And me and Charlotte play it with our friend Lee, who we used to work with at Game, and we have such a good laugh playing it. It's really good. Thankfully, like they don't respond to your voice. If you're talking, they don't like go, where's that motherfucker?
I do want to play a game like that though. It's the Quiet Place.
I think A Quiet Place does it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they've got one where you can't talk, and don't get me wrong, it's optional, so you can have like your mic off. But come on now, if it's a game that's implemented something where your mic is involved,
exactly,
it's kind of fun. You may as well.
Why would you rob yourself?
Especially especially if you're playing it with a couple of people or like with your partner. It's like, and they're the ones that are screwing you up. It's like, dude, right? Shut up.
Please, just shut up.
I'm good. It's like, oh man,
I've got fucking balls of steel. I'm not fucking screaming. You're screaming. But I just played a game on my channel called Don't Scream, and it's a single player thing. But they have done a multiplayer one called Don't Scream Together. You should have access to it because it's part of our Steam sharing.
Okay, cool.
And it has access to your microphone. So basically, you're in the woods, you have to survive till 8 a.m. in the morning, and you have to survive overnight, and you have to go and just sort of walk around. If you stand still, the timer doesn't tick, so you have to keep moving. So that's one way to stop you basically cheating. So you have to walk, and you have to try and find like these glyphs and things like that. It's really, really cool. And then there's just things out there in the woods trying to jump scare you and trying to hold it in so you don't. I was so annoyed though because there was one bit where I like really did my best to hold in my scream, and I was like, fucking yes, and I just went, but I blew down my mic so it picked up my fucking, and I was just like, that's fucking bullshit. I didn't scream, I literally just breathed out. So I literally just went, and then I was like, no, and I fucking died. I was gutted, absolutely gutted. But great game. It was really fun, and it's got like that whole found footagey camcorder VHS feel to it, which I love. I love that. So it's,
you know what game you'd like? I have a feeling that you've probably played it if you like all this kind of stuff. But Visage.
I haven't played it, but it's on my list. It's meant to be amazing.
That's like one of the only horror games that I've completed. It's so good.
Awesome.
It was terrifying. Like, me and Kira were playing it together. There were parts where, like, because it was me on the control the whole time. It's just like, why don't you just do that? Like, go around the corner. It's like, you don't get it, okay? You're not holding the controller.
Yeah.
So there's a point where the house is pitch black, and the only light that you see is from the flash of the camera. So you can imagine the jump scares that you get from camera flash.
Yeah, exactly.
See that taking photos and you get pop-ups of stuff. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, just give me a second because you also need batteries. So you got to store batteries as well, and you got to you can't just loot them all straight away because you can only hold so many.
Yeah. And
so you got to try and start remembering where you've seen batteries,
so you can go back and get
and
them.
remember a path. And it's all based in this one house. It's like 4 different timelines, and you don't have to do them all, but I would recommend doing them all.
Yeah,
there is an order, and I would definitely 100% do it in order. The second one though was the one that was terrifying because that was the camera flash one. But that one was pretty cool. The one where it's like the last one where it's based about like a rugby player or something in a hospital. I was like, that one wasn't scary at all, if I'm going to be honest. But the other 3 that are based in the house are fucking terrifying, especially when you go into the attic and stuff and the treehouse.
Okay, I need to play this then, don't I?
It's really cool.
I think I'll get that. Because that's mainly what I do play. Is like I play a lot of indie horror, but I'm thinking I need to take a break from it because I've not been getting as many views on it recently. But a lot of the indie horror stuff is so good. Like I played one called the Gretler tapes, and that was a lot like that, where you're in a house and you have a camera and take a picture and something's changed, and it was great. Some great jump scares in it. But I have heard that Visage is good, and or Visage, whatever it's called. I haven't played it, so never have I ever.
I just like that it's not all based around a camera. It's elements of different things, and that's what I like about it. But that's one of those ones where you've got a run button, but you're not running. I'm like, come on. I'm like, we're literally getting chased now.
Or like in some of those games, you do have a run, but you have like a ridiculous amount of stamina. So, Phasmophobia. Have you ever played Phasmophobia?
No, I've heard it's good though.
Really,
I've heard good things about it.
Really good fun. But your character can run for about 5 steps, and then that's it. It's over. It's just like, dude, you're getting chased by a ghost. Like, there's a ghost there. He's gonna kill you.
In 5 steps and you're gassed out.
Yeah, oh yeah, pretty much. Honestly, it drives me mad, and it takes ages for your stamina to come back as well. I'm just like, and
that's
I know
some proper Elden Ring stamina right there.
Yeah. So I mean, never have I ever played Elden Ring.
I'm not gonna react too much on it. I've played it. I've not completed it. I've dabbled here and there. Same with all the Dark Souls. I've probably played as in a bit of every single one, but I've never completed one or in-depthly done it. It's because I want them to bring out a perfect co-op version, like a perfect one. Because there's co-op in it where you put some chalk on the floor and then your friend has to find the one that you've put down in that exact place, but then you've got to wait sometimes ages before you see it. And then it doesn't matter. And then when you finally join, see, already your face is a perfect description.
Yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck?
This is Dark Souls. So that even when you join, if you die, they get kicked. If they die, they get kicked. Then you have to do the chalk on the floor again. And I'm pretty sure Elden Ring is the same, but you inscribe the floor with a finger. Like a skeleton finger. But it's... Okay. And then, again, if you die, they get kicked. If they die, they get kicked. And then I found out that the perfect one for a Dark Souls kind of vibe is called... oh, my God. Lords of the Fallen.
Okay.
Lords of the Fallen.
I think I've heard of that.
I think it is just called Lords of the Fallen, not Lords of the Fallen 2. But that's got like an update, which is like 2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lords of the Fallen 2.0.
Right.
I think. And that's got like basically what I want from a Dark Souls game and to have co-op.
Yeah.
As you actually can. You got to do a tutorial and stuff, but then you've got, because the good thing about it is it's these two realms that are between like regular realm and this weird like upside down basically version of the world, which is kind of cool. But yeah.
Yeah, the thing is for me, like, I know that these games, Dark Souls, Souls type games, Elden Ring, they're designed to be fucking solid, and I'm just like, right, I know that they can be extremely rewarding, and I've got no doubt in my mind that they will be extremely rewarding, that you can finally, you finally beat these characters, bosses, creatures, whatever they are. But I play games, not that I'm saying people don't play these games for fun, but I don't think I can derive any fun from a game like Dark Souls or Elden Ring, which is just designed to be that fucking hard. I'm just
designed to push you to your limits.
Yeah, that's it. I like you just said a second ago, like, I play games to unwind. I play games to kick back, chill, and I like to be tested, but tested to a point where I can still be having fun. That I still do get a reward from being tested, and it is achievable with just maybe a little bit of work and a little bit of brain power. But where it's that fucking hard, I mean, obviously it just probably proves that some of these people who do play it and do find it fun are just better gamers than me in some regard. But for me, I'm just like, this isn't fun, and I'm not having a good
It all
time.
comes down to them just playing one game as well.
Yeah, that's it. I
Same
mean,
with you, like,
they
I
play
like
it,
to play all these other games, so obviously I don't have the time to master one game.
and that's exactly the word I was about to say. It's about mastering a game, isn't it? I mean, you used to become like a master of the craft of that. You've just played it that much. You can predict every single move, every single and hats off to you. But you see, for me, the gaming world is such a rich and deep palette. There's too many. There's too many to dip into.
It's
Isn't
like, for me, the closest it got like that was Black Myth Wukong.
there? Okay.
Oh, what a beautiful game.
Yeah,
And also, again, similar thing. We are game sharing. So if
I've seen it.
you ever wanted to, just give it a little steal. But you can't block on that game. The whole point of the game is to be agile and fast.
Right.
And, like, it's Souls-like. I wouldn't say it's very... It's definitely not as wounding as Dark Souls or Elden Ring. But... like, you complete it one time. When you do the new game plus, you unlock, like, the whole point is that if you do everything in the story the first time, you become one step closer to being the Great Wukong.
Right.
So then it makes you play it again. They said the second time you play it, I played it. So the first time I played it, it took me 45 hours to complete. I was collecting everything. I wanted to do all the basic 100% stuff first. And then I went to, and obviously it's to find the rhythms. I missed a few bosses as well. I was like, because you got to be in the right place, and you've actually got to attack him. If you don't kill him, you can't go backwards.
Right.
It's a progressive map, and you have to keep going forward.
Mm.
So then I did the second playthrough. I killed all the ones that I missed, and I was like, this is piss easy. I was like, this is literally insane. I was like, I don't know why I struggled so much. It is New Game Plus, but they also upscale them a little bit as well.
Okay.
And then after I did everything that time, and on my third playthrough, I was like, wow, okay, they've buffed everyone. I was like, and now I'm struggling again. So I completed it the third time, and now I'm up to the perfect point to do the fourth run to get the last piece. I know, fourth run. Oh, so I would have got everything now. It's now just a case of playing through it, being the Great Sage.
Okay.
And the Great Monkey Sage, or Wukong.
Wukong.
Basically, and I was just like, oh man, so, and you get Nimbus as well, which is
really cool. Yeah, boy.
There's a part of it where there's like this massive open area, and you get like your nice little like cloud Nimbus. I'm like, I was like,
nice.
just give me an orange gi, and I'll be like,
and a power pole. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, when you get his main weapon, it extends that super tall, so it's literally.
Oh, it's like a power pole then, yeah.
Well, Goku was based off Wukong, like.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's like sort of simian
That's why Power Pole is his weapon. Like
nice.
when Wukong pulls out this like hairpin, it extends into his Jingu Bang, his staff.
Oh.
Obviously, that's but they simplified it to Power Pole incredibly by just making it red.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Which I think
that's cool.
I got model. Oh, I got him with his Power Pole over there.
I can see him there. Yeah, brilliant. Well, Resident Evil. I would say if you're going to play it and you don't want to go back to those originals, then just start from Resident Evil 2 Remake. I guess in a way they are getting round to tell the story in a specific way. I think that they're kind of relying on most people will have experienced the original Resident Evil in some way. I think if you can get hold of Resident Evil 1 remake, which was the GameCube version that they did. They've done a HD version of it. So you can experience the mansion. You don't really have to play Zero, to be honest with you. Zero tells the story of what happened just before the mansion incident with Bravo team, before you go in with Chris and Jill in Alpha.
Yeah.
It's not really necessary storytelling, to be honest with you. I'm not a massive fan of Zero, but it's good. But it's just fairly forgettable in terms of its story. Really, should have done better.
Yeah.
But play the remake. I mean, I could even lend it to you if you want. And then I think 2 and 3 are on Game Pass anyway, the remakes. I'm pretty
cool.
sure they're on Game Pass if you've got Game Pass. Just might as well just carry on from there, really, if you just wanted to play modern versions of them. But I think the originals just have a charm to them because of that classic, polygon counted blocks, and it's just got an old retro charm to it, and I love that. So, but yeah, if it's not for you, then maybe just go through the remake of 1 and then just carry on from 2 remake.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, I think we had a conversation in the first one where it's like, I'm not going to say that I hate anything unless I've tried it. And obviously, I've never tried a Resident Evil game, so therefore I can't fully develop an opinion on it.
I think you'll like it. I really do think you'll like it. I think you'll love the whole...
I've got no reason to not like it. I really don't.
All the lore of it. All the lore of it,
Yeah.
the world of Resident Evil, and all the characters, and the corporations like Umbrella and things like that. I've just can't see any reason why you won't get invested in it. It's there's just some great characters in there. I think you'll love it. I think you'll love it. But yeah,
I need something, man. At the minute, nothing is scratching my itch, man. I need something.
On Friday, if we're still on for Friday, I'll bring that round. I'll dig it out.
Yes, sir.
And I'll
D&D.
Yep, exactly. But I'll dig it out, and you can borrow it and try the remake. I think you'll like it.
I don't have a GameCube though.
No. It's a GameCube remake because that's how it was.
But they did a HD release.
Yes, that's how they originally released it, and then eventually they finally did a HD release of it, and they've brought it out on the future consoles and the newer generations. So yeah, I'll lend you it so you can play it on your Xbox. So,
Indeed.
What was I going to say? Also, what time are we on?
Yeah, go. Sorry, real quickly. Yeah, start Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, or Oblivion, either or. Just jump in. If you want a better graphical, then just go Oblivion because of the remaster. But with more of a vastness to the gameplay, I'd go Skyrim if you want more of a vast of choice.
I think I'm going to go with Oblivion, to be honest with you. I kind of feel like if I go into Oblivion, it was the game that came before Skyrim anyway. I kind of feel like whatever the foundations they've laid with Oblivion, they've built on with Skyrim. And I don't want to sort of like play Skyrim then go back to Oblivion and feel like the game's missing something because of what they've done with Skyrim.
That makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
So I kind of think, right, okay, well, if I'm going to do it, let's do Oblivion. And if I love Oblivion, then I'm going to play Skyrim. So
absolutely,
that's what I'm going to do.
If you swing into it as well and you get into it quite well, then we'll dabble some Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, buddy. Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Which will be pretty sick.
Yeah, let's do that. Have you got time for one more? Never have I ever. Something.
Have you got one in the chamber?
I haven't, but I'll think of one.
I can't really think of one too much. Mine are just like things that we could. It's more general discussions, like you mentioned earlier about Mass Effect. Oh. I've only played the first one and Andromeda.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, okay.
Well, and I'm one of the very few people that like Andromeda.
Yeah. I mean, I've not played Andromeda, so I can't comment. I'm wondering if maybe it fell short of people's expectations simply because they'd waited quite a while for a new Mass Effect and maybe it didn't meet expectation because of the original 3 being that good.
Absolutely, and that's what I was just about to say. I think the people that didn't like Andromeda were the people that were the diehards that played 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You see, did the whole character crossover, because I know that as long as you had a save data, you could progress your story into the second one, into the third one, which, don't get me wrong, I think is absolutely amazing. What a mechanic to have in a game, do you know what I mean?
Oh, honestly, that's one of the things that I love about Mass Effect and why it's left such an impression on me after playing the trilogy is because that story that I played was mine. You know, I mean, I know that all the options and the choices that you make are all the same as everyone else's, but every single decision that I made from that first game mattered all the way until the end of the third. And I don't
That's
know
pretty cool.
I don't know of many games that do that, that carry your decisions over from game to game, over 3 massive games.
Absolutely,
And
it's very impressive.
I fucking loved those games. And it's another great game. Like it's another thing out of like all the things that I love, like Full Metal Alchemist and things like that, and Dragon Ball, where you've got a cast of characters where there's so many amazing characters that there aren't really any characters you don't like. You know, where everyone is like cool in their own way, and they're all really fleshed out as well. And I love it. Absolutely love Mass Effect. I think it's such a great game, and I'm pretty sure if you have got Game Pass, you can download the trilogy on.
Yeah, well, that's I played Andromeda first, and then I got recommended to play Mass Effect 1, and I really enjoyed it. I just got distracted with other games after I completed 1.
I'd love to replay Mass Effect, but when they're that big, it's hard to sort of like commit to
Dedicate so much time.
exactly. To sort of think to yourself, okay, well, I'm going to play 3 massive fucking games now back to back. It's like, that's a lot of commitment, you know, especially for a series of games you've already played. So
30-hour plus per game.
easy.
It's kind of wild.
Easy.
Especially for collectors and people that look in every corner of every part of every map.
And you want to do every single side quest, which I do, because for me, if they have taken the time to make that game and build that side quest, tell that story with those characters, you were meant to experience it. So don't just fucking rush through the main campaign. Play every single part of that game and fucking like everything that they've put into it, play it, experience it, because that's what it's there for. And that's what I love about Mass Effect. You know, you can play every single game, play every single side mission, and experience something just absolutely vast. You know, you feel like your mark within the universe is just, it's just, you know, it felt everywhere.
Yeah.
It's fucking brilliant. Honestly, such good games. Some of the best games I've played, undoubtedly.
It is good. Go on then. Do you have a never have I ever up your sleeve?
Do I? Okay, yeah, I've got one. It's not actually games related, this one either, but I've got one. But never have I ever. I don't know if you have actually. Never have I ever watched Naruto.
I have not.
Have you not? And you know what? I think now it's because, like, as much as I like the sound of it and like the look of it and everything, but I think it's now, I don't know where to fucking start. There's so much.
The thing is, it'd be like people that come into Dragon Ball though. You've got regular, you've got Z, you've got Super, you've got Daima, you've got GT, you've got all of the movies. And it's a similar thing as like a lot of people, it's like, I don't know what to watch for it to be canon. Especially if they're wanting the canon relation stuff, because a lot of people care about consistency.
Yeah, but you know what though, right? I don't think it's that hard, because me personally, when Charlotte had never watched it, and whenever she saw me watching it, she was like, "This just sounds like a load of shit. There's just people screaming all the time."
All episodes of just screaming and eye shaking.
Yeah, it's certainly in the original run, but
absolutely,
I said, "Let's watch Kai," because I've got Kai.
I've been showing Kira Kai, and she fucking loves it.
Yeah, because it cuts out the vast majority of the
filler.
So
much filler that is not necessary at all.
That's it. And
I remember watching them when I was younger.
Oh, yeah.
But watching Kai now, I'm like, oh, they've missed this. It didn't really change much, though.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Especially, I mean, still even watching Kai, the Namek and Frieza sort of whole debacle with the Ginyu Force, all of that still lasts for fucking ever. It's so long.
It's still long.
So long.
Even the Android saga is fast. The Android saga goes fast, though. And that's the only shame, is because the original Android saga does is a bit of a but. It's not Frieza length because that's crazy.
Yeah.
Then Namek Frieza stage was wow. It was like I think because we initially started off watching the regular Z, and we watched about 30 episodes of just Frieza's back and forth with Vegeta, Gohan, and Piccolo. And we're like, Goku's not even here yet. And it keeps going to the pod where Goku's sleeping, and we're just like, oh my god.
Yeah, honestly.
Don't get me wrong, I love watching it, but like because I've seen that part and I know what's about to happen, I'm constantly just on the verge of like I'm wanting her to experience the good parts.
Yeah.
Like I want her to experience Goku go Super Saiyan 1.
But
I'm like, oh my god.
But if you've got all those episodes of simply just cutting backwards and forwards to Goku being asleep, racing across the stars, and Krillin, Gohan, Vegeta, and Piccolo just yammering on about how bad Frieza is and all the rest of it for episodes and episodes on end, it's like, well, all of this is inconsequential. We might as well just fucking like get on with it. And even still, even with Kai, you cut out all of that, and you're still left with a bloody long set of sagas. And, you know, I mean, Charlotte, even watching Kai, was like, I'm getting really fucking bored of Frieza now. Like, I want to move on.
She doesn't like Frieza, though.
She's not a fan of Frieza. I mean, I'm not a fan of Frieza either, to be fair. But I think it doesn't help that all of that goes on for too long. It really does. Even with Kai. I mean, Charlotte was like, I'm really starting to get fucking bored now. Like, this is starting to feel like a chore to watch this. And I was like...
It's annoying they brought him back.
Well, that's it. It's all of that now, having Frieza back. I just kind of think it takes away from the impact of that whole thing that happened.
Of what Goku did.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. When he came back in Resurrection F, like it didn't really do much for Gohan and the rest of the team. It was more, oh look, Goku showing off his Super Saiyan Blue.
Yep.
And that's all that was. That's literally, and then obviously Whis like sees the world get destroyed and go, oh look, let's just do it again. Dink, rewinds time, does it again. I'm like, okay, you have this power. All right, where was that in the tournament of power? And
also, we've really got nothing to worry about then, have we? It's just almost like, okay, well if you can do that, then the world's pretty much always safe then, isn't it? I mean, I know that you can't really pick apart the science and the philosophy of Dragon Ball, really,
because of what it is. It's just Jesus,
you've just got to accept it for what it is, haven't you? But yeah, but with Naruto, I mean, we got to talk about Dragon Ball because it's like, well, I kind of do feel like although there's these
passion with Dragon Ball, that's what it is.
But I think there is somewhere that you can jump on with Dragon Ball. Like I genuinely do think that you can go, okay, well, if you want to start somewhere and you want to watch, you can kind of skip Dragon Ball. You can jump straight into Z. Watch Kai. Just jump in
Super.
Yeah, and Super. You know, there's probably a bit of filler in Super, to be fair, but I never really felt like it stayed longer than it needed to. I felt like Super carried on as long as it needed to.
With Super, they talk a lot about what happened before anyway, so it's they're filling you in with previous stuff.
Yeah. So I think there is somewhere to start with Dragon Ball. I think it's just like, jump straight in Dragon Ball Z Kai, boom, done. And then, but with Naruto, I can't make heads or tails of like, well, what do I watch first? You know, there's no real...
There's the spin-offs and stuff like that,
yeah.
So.
And I'd love to watch it because I know it's meant to be amazing, and I've seen some of the amazing characters in the series as well. I'm just like, I'd love to watch Naruto, but where the fuck do I start? If anyone's listening, please let me and my dude know where the fuck we start watching Naruto. That isn't going to take us a million years to watch 400 episodes or whatever. Just there's some sort of
thing with One Piece, though, isn't it?
One Piece, fuck that. I remember when that started on Cartoon Network when I was a kid, and it's still going, and I'm just like, yeah.
It looks phenomenal. People rave it, the concept of it, but like, isn't the main objective to find the One Piece? And it's been this long, and they haven't found the One Piece.
The world's shittest pirates.
They've got to be, haven't they? Even Jack Sparrow did a bit of job.
Yeah, and he was pissed half the time.
Jesus, literally.
Hmm. So
I'm
yeah,
like,
I've never seen One Piece either, and
same.
I another one of those where I'd like to watch it, but it's like if there's some sort of Kai version which does a job of, or even if there's an episode list that you can watch that gets rid of the filler, and it's like, okay, watch episode 1 through to 10, skip the next 20, then
Yeah.
watch. Even if
That'd be
someone
nice.
even if someone said this is the way to watch One Piece without watching all the filler episodes, fucking, I'm down with that. Even to do that with Naruto, I'd be down with that. Just tell me, I want to watch these things. I feel like I'm missing out. But when you're faced with about 2,000 fucking episodes or something, it's just like, yeah, what do you think? I work and
It's a
shit.
commitment that you don't want to sign up for, isn't it?
I ain't got time. That's the thing. I've got too many other hobbies. You know, when else am I going to do anything else if I've got 8 million things to watch?
The thing is, I'd want to pay attention as well. I don't want it as background noise, because then you don't pay attention to it.
That's it.
And
It's like,
don't get me wrong, it's great. The 20 minutes long, like these episodes, but I can't have it as background things. I need to understand what's going on without all the middle shit.
yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, I'm not putting Naruto on to then sit there and paint my Warhammer, and I'm not paying attention. It's just, well,
I hate doing that. Sometimes I try to, and I'm just not painting. I'm just staring at the screen. I'm like,
yeah.
what was the point?
Or vice versa. You're there that concentrating on getting your painting right that you're not actually even listening. So it's not that you're not even watching, you're not even listening, because you're that
Opposite thing,
absorbed
yeah.
in this little fucking minute miniature, making sure you get the smallest detail on, that you're not even paying attention to what you're painting. And it's like,
Absolutely.
well, what's the point in even having it on then? Might as well just put something else on. So yeah, if anyone listening can say, okay, this is how you watch Naruto, this is how you watch One Piece, tell us, or yeah, anything like that, because I'm sure you're the same. You'd love to watch them, but can't.
I need a breakdown, man. Again, like you said, I need an episode list of what to watch, what's important at least, and then even if to watch everything at a certain point, but just like, oh, here's what to skip, and then start watching everything. I'm fine with that.
Yep.
I just, because obviously, like Dragon Ball, there's going to be a ton of fillers, surely. I know that they're not as intense with the camera shaking and the screaming, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a feeling it'll just be running.
Yeah, a lot of Naruto
Running.
Yeah, but you see, like I think Dragon Ball is quite easy to sort of summarize for someone who's never watched it. It's just like, right, well, we'll just watch Dragon Ball Z Kai. Oh, well, yeah, but what's all the movies? Well, it's up to you. They're just fun to watch, but they're not canon. You know, just watch them if you want a little bit more Dragon Ball in your life. And
there's a couple things that are mildly related, but very, very mildly.
And if you never watched them, you'd never know. You know,
absolutely.
A lot of some of the characters are really popular. That they come up a lot in imagery and art and everything, but they never get mentioned in canon.
In the show, yeah.
So you know, that's up to you if you want to watch them or not. It's like my nephew. He loved Dragon Ball, and I was just like, well, watch the movies if you want. And so, but just remember, these characters, none of them are canon. You know, they won't ever turn up in the series, and they'll never be spoken about. So
they never mentioned Broly in Z when he arrives in Z.
And you know what?
Never,
as well, though,
mentioned. They changed Broly in Super.
Yeah, and you know what? Which one do you prefer?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I've got to go for the Barbarian, dude. The second Broly with that, like, the mute Broly, where it's just all rage and all animal. It's sick. Absolutely sick. And how they implement his backstory as well. How he's actually, he has this very much more primal power level. I'm like, this. I mean, it's all about power level when it comes to Dragon Ball, isn't it? But
of course it is.
To the point where even like King Vegeta's like, nah, you can't be more powerful than my kid. Let's ship him away.
Get him out. Yeah.
And then obviously he's on this island and still survives. I'm like, come on now.
I do like
a blanket.
Yeah. I mean, I do like the super version. But I think there was something scarier about the original one.
He beat shit out of Gohan, so.
And Vegeta.
Yeah.
I think there was something scarier about him in the original, but I do like the Super version in terms
I
of
think
how they did a better
this-
job of incorporating him into the wider canon
Yes.
history of Dragon Ball.
And I think it was a better placement for it because it really showed his limitless power.
That's
And therefore,
yeah.
we got to see the beautiful Gogeta.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Which, oh my god, like seeing Goku and Vegeta do the fusion dance again is just hilarious. Because the art style that's in that one is very different to all the other ones.
I'm telling you, that for me is peak Dragon Ball animation.
Oh my god, that movie's animation was beautiful. The drawing and stuff.
I love those sort of like those sketched lines for them all.
Yes.
It really looks like sort of kind of rough, and the colours really work. And the animation of Broly for me is just peak Dragon Ball anime. Don't get me wrong, the animation during the sort of like the Android / Cell sagas and Boo, to be fair, really nice with those sort of like blocky muscles and everything else.
But in Super, they skinnied everybody out. Like Goku got skinny, Vegeta got skinny.
But lazy animation, they lost all definition. They lost all all of that like high detail that they've always had. It's like anime. I don't even think Super's just like it. I think anime in general, with a lot of animation, has become really fucking lazy, and it pisses me off because Japanese animation has always been the fucking pinnacle of art, animation, and direction and everything. And you see Super, and you're just like, you lazy fuckers! Like, I can't believe you've done this to Dragon Ball. You know, like.
And then they bring out Broly, and it's like, okay.
But you can do it then. So why aren't you fucking doing it? That's
Absolutely.
it. I mean, Super. I mean, I went to cinema to see that. Me and Charlotte went to see it.
That's cool. That's cool.
I'm jealous of that. It was so good. It was so good. Like, honestly.
That end fight, though, dude, is just so beautiful. And seeing Vegeta mimic the weird dance moves before they start doing fusion, where he's like, and he's doing all this like, weird bendy stuff. And it's like,
yeah.
Or it's like when Goku holds his hand out to do instant transposition, it's like, oh.
Yeah. It's fucking so good. Honestly, everything about it. It's such a great movie. Love it. Absolutely love it.
I need to watch it again now that we spoke about it.
I think
I might watch that tonight, actually, when we come off.
Watch it, dude. Honestly, that out of the Dragon Ball movies, that's the one I've watched the most. It's just fucking beautiful. Everything about it. Fight scenes, transformations in the art style, and then yeah, just fucking beautiful.
Literally, it's just perfect.
It is. So yeah, so never have I ever seen Naruto or One Piece as we got onto it as well. Yeah. But I guess that's a shared never have I ever. So I'm gonna go play Oblivion. You're gonna play Resident Evil. I'll bring that. I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll certainly enjoy playing from Remake 2 onwards, but I think you need to play the first just so you know where it all started. But yeah, I mean, I think 2 and 4 are always seen to be the best ones because 2 took the first and made it better, and 4 completely changed the direction of the series entirely because that's when they switched it to being over the shoulder. When they got to that point where they knew they needed to do something new with the franchise. They needed to move away from fixed camera over the shoulder. Fixed camera third.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, third person. Because as games were becoming more and more advanced, that that style of game was just too old. They needed to switch it up, and then when they did 4, it was like holy shit. But both times it's been Leon, which is why Leon's sort of become like the face of Resident Evil, even though he wasn't the original protagonist. It was Chris and Jill. But he's kind of just like taken over as the fan favourite, really. But yeah, still definitely worth having a play. And yeah, I'll bring it on Friday, as long as we're still on for that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're still down.
Yeah, I'll double check with Charlotte to make sure she's still up for it.
Yeah, cool.
Just in light of everything that's happened. But yeah, we should be around for a bit of duh. Dunder. Cool. Okay. Well, that's been fun.
Absolutely.
That's been awesome.
I have a nice little cliffhanger. Never have ever, if you'd like.
Oh.
Which I feel like is quite a controversial one, depending on who listens.
Go on then.
Especially for you, I think.
Oh my god. Okay, go on then.
Ready?
Yep.
Never have I ever watched Lord of the Rings.
Dude! No!
Seen the Hobbits?
No!
Yeah.
No! Oh, I can't believe this. We would sit through our first episode of Never Have I Ever, and you're gonna leave us with that.
I think that's a good one.
What a dick. Can't believe it. I'm genuinely shocked. I thought, what? Right. We need to sort that out, but we'll discuss it first when we next do a Never Have I Ever. We're going to have to settle on that.
Absolutely.
Oh my god. But you've seen the Hobbits? Oh my god. You've seen the Hobbits without seeing Lord of the Rings? I can't believe it.
Well, they did come first.
No, dude! No, that's like watching the prequels of Star Wars without seeing the original 3 first.
Oh, no. I think I did do that, obviously, but I wish I watched them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nah. Like I introduced my nephew to Star Wars recently, and I was like, look, I know that you could technically watch them 1 to 9 now, but the way to watch them is 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3.
Apparently, a great way to watch them is 4, 5, 1, 2, 3 is a prequel, like a flashback, then 6.
Okay. I mean,
Because
I kind of get it, because then
at the end of 5, that's when he announces, "I am your father."
I am your father.
And then you watch the build of how he became Darth Vader. Then 6 happens. Then
All the
everything
stuff
that
with
happens in 6.
Luke and Pops. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
But that was just what I've heard on one of these things.
Yeah. I mean, I can kind of get that. I can see how that works. But yeah, I do think the way to watch Star Wars is 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. That doesn't mean it's okay to watch The Hobbit 1, 2, 3, and then Lord of the Rings. You insane son of a bitch! I can't believe
It's
you.
just, I don't know if I can sit through that much walking.
Right. No, we're going to have to leave it because I'm getting upset now. Right. Okay. Well, that's been awesome. Apart from the end bit. But that's been...
the end, yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That'll be our weekly short.
Probably. I can't believe that. Well, that was cool. So, so thank you so much, everybody, for listening. And listening to us just ramble on about all the things that we haven't done. If you agree with any of this...
Part 1,
Well,
anyway.
yes, absolutely. This is just episode 1 of Never Have I Ever. We're going to come back and do these things every now and then. I mean, we'll discuss that one next time we do a Never Have I Ever. I just can't believe that. Can't believe you left
also, please tell us if you've got a couple as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you've got some where... I mean, if you agree with some of those where it's like, yeah, never have I ever played Resident Evil... never have I ever played any of the Elder Scrolls. Tell us why you haven't. If it's just a case of, well, I think they look shit or whatever, then just tell us. Just drop it in the comments. Drop us an email. You can email us at contactmydude.myguy@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook, and we are on Instagram as well. We're not hard to find if you just search my dude, my guy.
My Dude, My Guy.
Yeah, on Facebook, and same again on Instagram. I think it's my dude, my guy podcast on Instagram, if I remember rightly.
Potentially. The
So-
image is just an animated version of much handsomer versions of ourselves.
Yeah. So, you know, we're not hard to find. And if you're listening on the YouTube, watching the YouTube version, go check out some of my videos of my playthroughs. I was talking about my Resident Evil ones and things like that. And I'm probably going to be playing Elder Scrolls Oblivion after we've discussed it today. So you can see that on there and see what I think as I play it, etc. And in the meantime, is there anything else from you, my dude?
I've got nothing else to update. Just
No.
if you're listening, just let us know what you've been thinking. Obviously, it's our second episode, so we'd like to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it'd be good to hear what you think. It'd be good to see if you think we're right about stuff, wrong about stuff, anything. Just let us know what you think. Even if you just let us know what you think to the episodes. If you're enjoying listening to us talk shite,
Absolutely.
either way, it'd be good to know. Okay then.
Indeed.
So in that case, then I guess that's goodbye from you, my dude,
Indeed, my guy.
and goodbye from me, and we'll see you all later. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
My dude, my guy.